Now, if you've ever wondered exactly how your money is wasted over at the BBC, it's quite fascinating to find, in fact, because as we told you recently about the Brendan O'Carroll hit comedy, Mrs. Brown's Boys, nobody in the BBC likes it, they're baffled by its success. They don't understand exactly why Brendan is popular, even though he's put years and years of hard grafting to turn that character into somebody that's loved. And he basically is making audiences laugh. And let's be honest, chums, all we really need in this climate right now is comedy, isn't it? Things that just make you giggle, take you away from yourself for a minute, And, to me, I don't understand the problem. If anybody can make you laugh and it's a success, whether that be on stage, film, or indeed television, embrace it and make sure you lock it down. But this particular story caught my eye simply because it just shows exactly how out of touch the BBC are with their audience. As ever, let me explain. Good to see you today, and as ever, thank you so much for taking the time out to join me. It's true though, isn't it? I often say this about companies, big or small. If they're not owned independently, it's your money they're wasting. We'll have a wave, sorry, by the way. Yes, you're all right. But it's true, isn't it? When you go into an independent cafe, you get a little bit better treated. I've noticed when you go into the chain stores, the kids are just being paid. They don't care. Pay £4 for a piece of cake, don't pay. It's not my money. That's how it works, isn't it? Fascinating to think. What I also find fascinating is this, because even though the BBC are now cutting lots and lots of jobs, but just re-employing people again by basically taking one role and then reassigning them back to another, it looks like they're saving lots of money. They're not, trust me, really. And when you think about it, their show, which is called Click, all about technology, in this day and age, is it wise to get rid of that when it's popular? But there you go. Somebody upstairs doesn't like it, so you're off. This man, Paddy McGuinness, right? Well, he lost 2 shows in succession simply because people didn't want to watch him. That's right, Question of Sport, which had been headed up by the brilliant Sue Barker for many years. Well, she was let go because they decided she was too old, so they were going to bring him in. Apparently he was popular. That popular, he finished the show off after what, nearly 35, 40 years or whatever. That's exactly what I mean. Top Gear came to a sad demise, all due to the fact that one of the presenters sadly had a terrible crash. Not his fault. But according to this particular report, you see, Paddy McGuinness, sometime comedian, basically is being given £250,000 allegedly to stay with the corporation while they find him something that you and I can watch. Now, according to this report, his agent, stroke manager, stroke solicitor, says they have no idea about this. This is what they're quoting. But somebody somewhere in the BBC has told this particular story out. And what's fascinating about this is, yes, he's now back on screen. Yes, he's now doing one of those travelogue, tourlogue things, what everybody's doing. Have you noticed? Get 2 presenters, 2 personalities, send them on a road trip, as they call it, and you and I are supposed to watch. Well, tax-funded you and I pay for them to go on holiday and see things that only you and I could dream about. Well, apparently they're showing us. You get the picture. So for now, if you're pondering, well, should I now be paying my TV licence of course, £169 a year, as millions desert it and they scramble for money, if they can chuck away money willy-nilly like this, and let's not forget also the 200 grand plus that they gave to the disgraced newsreader, Hugh Edwards, which they've no chance now of ever seeing back. You see the colossal waste that happens. But again, it's not their money. Now, more importantly, do you agree with this? And will you be tuning in? And truly, will you continue to pay that TV licence? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.